Hey everyone, welcome back to Movie Buzz 10, where we count down the best movies you need to watch. If you love movies that keep your pulse racing, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. This is the top 10 must-watch horror action movies on Netflix you definitely can't miss in 2025. Tonight, we're diving into 10 horror action films on Netflix that'll keep you glued to the screen. From blood-soaked chaos to high-octane survival battles, this is your ultimate weekend watch list. Let's get started. Number 10, Apostle. Brace yourself for a dark and disturbing descent into madness. Apostle follows a man who travels to a remote island to rescue his sister from a mysterious cult. But what he discovers there is far worse than he imagined, a horrifying secret tied to the island itself. The film delivers some of the most haunting scenes you'll see, from grim sacrifices to spine-tingling chases through torch-lit woods. The tension builds like a storm you can't escape. What makes Apostle stand out is its mix of slow-burn horror and explosive violence. It's poetic and savage at all at once. Directed by Gareth Evans, the same mastermind behind The Raid, expect brutal intensity from start to finish. Number 9, The Ritual. Six months after a tragic loss, four college buddies reunite for a hiking trip in the Swedish wilderness. When one of them injures his knee, they decide to cut through a section of ancient, uncharted forest. Bad idea. They're not just lost, they're being hunted by something that has been worshipped there for centuries. Expect eerie symbols carved into trees, a cabin filled with nightmares, and an unseen force stalking them in the dark. The fear isn't just supernatural, it's psychological. What makes it unforgettable is the way it blends raw emotion with primal terror. It's about guilt, friendship, and the things that follow you even after you leave the woods. Directed by David Bruckner, this film creeps under your skin and stays there. Number 8, Ziam. In Ziam, a covert military team investigates a bioweapon facility after a blackout, only to find the test subjects are no longer human. What follows is chaos, night vision battles, body horror transformations, and a relentless fight for survival inside the ruins. The action is non-stop, combining brutal Muay Thai and acrobatic wirework with classic zombie survival. The highlights are just chef's kiss, the incredible one-take hallway fight against the newly infected, and a heart-stopping sequence where they have to silently cross a quiet floor full of sleeper zombies. It's stylish, it's bloody, and it's directed by Colt Kaljarok. It's the breakout international hit of the year and a must-watch for anyone who thinks the zombie genre is dead. Trust me, it's not. Number 7, Renfield. What happens when Dracula's servant decides he's had enough? Renfield flips vampire horror on its head with a wickedly funny and action-packed twist. This movie is pure, explosive fun. It's a horror comedy, but the action dial is turned to 11. When Renfield eats a bug, he gets superpowers, leading to some of the most over-the-top, cartoonishly violent fight scenes in years. We're talking guys getting ripped in half with a single punch, starring Nicholas Hoult as Renfield and Nicolas Cage as a gloriously unhinged Dracula. It's directed by Chris McKay, who did the Lego Batman movie, and he brings that same kinetic, chaotic energy here. Watch it for Nick Cage's scenery chewing and the most creative use of dismembered arms as weapons you'll ever see. Number 6, Day Shift. Jamie Foxx stars as a dad just trying to make ends meet in the San Fernando Valley. His pool cleaning job? It's just a front. His real gig is hunting and killing vampires for cash. But when he gets in deep with the vampire hunting union, he uncovers a massive conspiracy that puts his family in the crosshairs. The high-speed chases, hallway shootouts, and wild vampire kills keep the energy sky high. And with Snoop Dogg showing up in full cowboy mode, the fun never stops. This movie is just cool. Directed by J.J. Perry, a legendary stunt coordinator, the action is front and center. It's all about vampire contortionism. These vamps don't just die, they bend, flip, and get absolutely obliterated. Number 5, Underworld Awakening. Kate Beckinsale returns as the vampire death dealer Celine, who awakens after 12 years in cryogenic suspension. She wakes up to a new world where humans have discovered both vampires and lycans and are hunting both species to extinction. To make it worse, she discovers she has a hybrid daughter who is being hunted by a new breed of genetically engineered super lycans. This movie is 100% action. It's sleek, stylish, and full of that classic underworld blue filter carnage. The plot is just an excuse to get Celine from one insane fight to the next. The escape from the antigen facility is a highlight, but the entire final act, featuring a high-speed chase and a throwdown with a lycan the size of a truck, is pure popcorn entertainment. Directed by Mance Marland and Bjorn Stein, this is the perfect movie for when you just want to see epic supernatural warfare. Number 4, Blood Red Sky. What if your mother transformed into a vampire mid-flight? Blood Red Sky tells the story of a woman suffering from a mysterious illness who boards a plane to New York with her young son for medical treatment. But when terrorists hijack the plane, they make a deadly mistake. The woman's illness is actually a dormant vampire curse, and to protect her son, she's forced to release the very monster she struggled to keep hidden. This movie is tense. It perfectly balances the high-stakes action of a hijacking thriller with the gory, claustrophobic horror of a creature feature. The moment she fully transforms in the cargo hold is incredible, but the real thrill is watching the power dynamic shift from terrorists versus passengers to everyone versus the monster. It's directed by Peter Thorwarth, and it's one of the most original and brutal vampire movies on Netflix. Number 3, 28 Weeks Later. Set 6 months after the first outbreak, London is slowly being repopulated under military watch, but one survivor carries the virus in her blood, and when it spreads again, all control is lost. This movie is pure high-octane adrenaline and dread. The action is relentless, driven by those fast-moving, screaming infected. The opening 10 minutes where Robert Carlyle abandons his wife to escape a horde is a masterclass in terror. Other key moments, the Code Red Order, where the military decides to just kill everyone, and the horrifying bloody sequence in the dark subway. Directed by Juan Carlos Fresnadillo, this film is bleak, brutal, and a heart-stopping thrill ride from start to finish. Number 2, World War Z.
I'm scared. How do we know they're coming?
They're coming. Ready?
When a mysterious pandemic suddenly sweeps the globe, former UN investigator Jerry Lane, played by Brad Pitt, is pulled back into service to find the source. His mission takes him on a desperate worldwide race against time as civilization collapses, and the undead, well, they climb. Forget slow, shambling zombies. These things are a fast, flowing body of bodies that act like a single entity. The set pieces are legendary. The initial chaos in Philadelphia, the C-130 escape, and of course, the incredible, terrifying sequence where the horde breaches the Jerusalem wall. The final act at the WHO lab is a complete shift in tone to quiet, nail-biting suspense. Directed by Mark Forster, this is the definition of a global action horror epic. It's less a scary movie and more a full-blown disaster movie, and it's incredible. Number 1, Army of the Dead.
You ready to play?
Following a contained zombie outbreak, the city of Las Vegas has been walled off and is scheduled to be nuked. A casino owner hires a team of mercenaries led by Dave Bautista to break into the quarantine zone and steal $200 million from a vault before the bomb drops. This movie has everything. It's a classic men on a mission film, but the mission is in a wasteland ruled by a new evolved breed of alpha zombies. They're smart, they're fast, and they're organized. The opening credits alone, showing the fall of Vegas, are a masterpiece, but the highlights are the introduction of Valentine the Zombie Tiger, the tense stealth sequence through the hibernating zombies, and the all-out war against Zeus and his alpha queen. It's Zack Snyder unleashed. It's big, it's loud, it's ridiculously gory, and it's the perfect blend of high-octane action and zombie horror. It is without a doubt a must-watch. And that wraps up our list of the top 10 must-watch horror action movies on Netflix in 2025. A non-stop, action-packed, monster-filled marathon waiting for you on Netflix. Which of these action-packed hits blew your mind the most this year? Drop your pick in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the countdown, make sure to hit that like button, share with your friends, and subscribe for more epic movie moments right here on Movie Roast.